Live from Fantasy Seattle, it's Malignant Bear, featuring me, JD Grossmitz. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're continuing and hopefully finishing Coffee Talk, assuming that YouTube cooperates. It looks like it's struggling a bit right now. This is the visual novel, all about fantasy races living in the modern world, specifically in Seattle, and them interacting and telling their stories in a coffee shop that deals with some real what that means. Well, we'll just have to see how this goes. It's not dropping any frames. Maybe just leave this here for a bit. But yeah, Coffee Talk. We're going to hopefully finish this tonight. It's apparently a pretty short game. About 4 hours on average, according to most analytics and things. We are an hour and a half in, so we can definitely finish this tonight. And I read pretty quick. So yeah, the whole game takes place over a course of 2 weeks. I did check that out, and we finished the first week. So, just about, give or take. I'm actually in the game now, and it's not... Oop, there it is. Now it's changed on stream. Or has it? Whatever, close enough. We'll just keep going. Well, oh. What the hell? Welcome. Hello there. Good evening. Good evening, sir. The usual Earthling linguistic problem. We will never get used to it. Is it okay if I call you sir? Definitely. You can call us whatever you like. We do not mind a bit. Do you want to order anything, sir? Yes, we have to communicate our order. Please pardon us. What do you recommend? You'll not be able to taste the difference anyway. It is alright, forget it. It was the most expensive drink here. Everything's the same price in this coffee shop. We're a terrible business person. Really? That is interesting. Unlike other places we have visited so far. Decided what to order then? We'd like to order anything. Alright. Cocoa powder. Cinnamon. And some milk. Oh wait, let's try this. A spiced lady. Look at that, it even has a little latte art on it already. We didn't even have to draw it. Drink's ready, sir. Hope it's to your liking. Don't worry, it will not matter to us. Okay, let us drink this. What the? Yes. Nothing. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Why'd you put your finger in the drink? It's a very strange question. We're drinking it, of course. Yes, drinking it. But yes, of course, we almost forgot. Our things use their speaking organ to drink. We use our appendages to drink. Usually, polypropylene drinking apparatus is provided for us to use. Pardon? Is this what you call plastic in the shape of a long tubular stick in a straw? Yes, we wonder why Earthlings rely on it so much. Mostly you can drink without it. The plastic stick apparatus was provided on 87.76% of all drinking occasions we encountered. And it has become one of the biggest single-use pollutants on your planet. Anyway, how do you drink with a straw? Same way as we just did. But thanks to the plastic stick apparatus, we do not need to put our appendages into the liquid mixture you call drinks. It's very convenient. Perhaps convenience takes higher priority in Earthlings' decision-making processes. I guess people won't suspect a thing if you put your hands on a straw. Affirmative. By the way, you say you just arrived. Where do you come from? Far. Be too complicated to tell you all the details. We can tell you one thing. We have a mission here. What kind of mission? Find what the Earthlings call a female. And then? Breed. So you came from a faraway place to find a date. Date? The mission does not have anything to do with your understanding of time. No, I'm not talking about that kind of date. Oh, pardon us. But no, our mission also does not have anything to do with fruits. It's talking about that kind of date either. Oh, their language is extremely confusing. We also struggle with our own languages. Our things really need to work on their communication. There are so many ways to make communication more direct and simple. All the places we have been to, this place has the worst communication methods. Can't argue with that. So how's the mission so far? Not good. We're using this unique communication application. According to our data, it's the biggest source of breeding interaction on Earth. Though the success rate of the breeding is not as high as the interaction. Never heard about... Wait, are you talking about a dating app? The system used a fire symbol as their sign. You are talking about a dating app. But again, we found some contradictions in the application. According to our understanding of the application, it requires the person that interacts with it to swipe left or right. If you swipe left, it means you do not want to breed. If you swipe right, it means you do. And when two interactees swipe between each other, they can commence the introduction to the breeding process. It didn't go well, I assume. Most of them started communicating with very big letters on the communication platform. They said some words that cannot be considered proper. I don't know what to say about that. But you said most of them. Some of them actually did not get mad. Oh, some of them are laughing with text. Did you get to meet them? We set up meetings. Many of them did not appear. Yes, but they got confused the way we communicate. No outcome from the meetings. Even though we decided to go to various recommended places according to our database. This coffee shop happens to be one of them? Yes. Then you're here to meet someone? Yes. But she should have arrived some time ago. Maybe each Earthling also has different interpretations of time. You're right about that. Good evening, miss. Evening. Would you like to order something? Cafe latte, please. This is the orc from before. How do we make a cafe latte? We got new things. I wonder if it was broken before. So we made a whole bunch of other stuff and they all stayed undiscovered, but now the thing that we made now did. Anyway, coffee, milk, and milk. Okay. Are you here to date this orc? That's pretty cool. Let's make latte art. Let's make latte art of, a cup of coffee? This works really awkwardly. Like, it feels just not good. Maybe that's how real latte art is. Let's see if I can do... Yeah, and it all just kind of connects and stuff, and... Just make it real abstract. Doesn't matter. It's good. Glad you like it. You here to read again, miss? Yeah, you know the drill. Please enjoy your time. Can I help you with something? Oh, nothing. Pardon us. Okay. Excuse us. Yes? Are you waiting for someone? Not this again. No, I'm not waiting for anyone. Are you sure? Yes? I'm sure I'm not waiting for anyone, because we were waiting for someone from this app, and she is an orc, just like you. Look here. First, I'm not the only female orc on Earth. Heck, I'm not even a pure orc. But is your name Urukai69? Oh my god. Is this guy sane? Please pardon them, miss. I don't think they're from around here. So, you've not answered our question. Are you Urukai69? No? My name's Myrtle. I never use Urukai69 anywhere. Oh, you really are not her. course I'm not. Seriously, men nowadays. They're desperate to find a date. Why don't you ask your friends or go to a club or something? We don't have any friends on Earth. You said he's not from here. Are you saying he's not from Earth? Well, from what I've gathered up to now, did you look at him? Not from this planet. Man. Pardon us for interrupting. When you said club, what activities are you talking about? According to the search result, there are just too many clubs on Earth. Some of them look pretty interesting, like this club about space exploration. They call themselves Trekkies. Forget everything I said. What time are you supposed to meet this female orc? About an hour ago, according to local time. Just bailing on you, man. What does that mean? Means big chance she's not coming. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. She's probably right, Shay. You tried contacting her? We have. She read it according to the application. Did she reply? No. If she didn't reply, I'm 100% sure she bailed. She's not coming. I believe Miss Myrtle here is right. We are pretty objective people, but somehow Earth's vagueness has taught us a new kind of feeling. This has happened before? Many times. I'm sorry to hear that. It might be a sign you need to change your strategy. Earthlings use strategies to breed. The most complicated strategies, in fact. Your kind never ceases to amaze us. If that's the case, then we do not need to be here anymore. Stay if you like. Oh, it's okay. We need to report back immediately. Visit this place again in the future. You have a very nice place, owner. Please, just call me Grosspitz. Thank you for your time, Grosspitz. And thank you for your input also, Ms. Myrtle. Definitely study the breeding strategies of Earth. Sure. It's called norm, by the way, the breeding norms. So you can use strategy as the keyword. We will keep that in mind. Okay, then, we are off. Take care on your way. Oh, Freya missed that. That would have been perfect for her book. Whoa, boy, who the hell was that? Oh, hey there, Freya. What is this an astronaut doing in this coffee shop? Drinking and waiting for the friend, apparently. Kind of friend. Like the dog? And a date from a dating app. I should have been here. What does their date look like? Date didn't show up. Poor astronaut. Why didn't they remove the spacesuit before going on a date? I mean, showing off your job is pretty common, but it doesn't have to be, like, literal, you know? I don't think they're an astronaut. Not in the usual sense. What do you mean? They might be an alien. Alien? Like an Englishman in New York alien? Or alien? What if that was Sting? That would have been crazy. Sting was in our coffee shop. Alien. Outer space? Probably. Or other dimensions, I don't know. Wow, like, super wow. I mean, I know you get a lot of different visitors here, but wow. Life is never boring here. So I'm writing about it. Oh yeah, how's it going? The writing? Yeah, the writing. With a capital T and W. It's going pretty well, actually. Nice, may I see it? Eh? Can I read the draft you've written so far? No. Please don't. Why? It's not good enough. You'd be more confident. You know you're a good writer. Besides, if you're not that confident with it, maybe I can share some feedback. You're right. I actually have prepared a printout of the draft, so you're planning to show it all along. Wasn't sure about it. It's the first presentable draft anyways. Pretty familiar with your stuff. Let me get it out of my bag and be honest with your feedback. Now will you hand it over? It's okay, Freya. Here it is. Now, let's see. How was it? Let me read at my own pace, jeez. What's wrong? Is it that bad? Main character. Oh my, is the main character badly written? I don't think the character suits my personality. It's because you're not the inspiration. Too bad. A prime example standing in front of you every day. Prime example? You? You're like the most mysterious person I've ever met. Wait, I think someone's coming. Hey, the draft! Not done yet. Oh my. Okay, okay. Welcome. Would you like to drink here or take away, miss? Here, please. What would you like? Maybe you'd like to sit down first before deciding? I'll order right away. No need to hurry, take your time. Is it okay if I order something a bit complicated? Order whatever you like, as long as we have the ingredients. If that's the case. Do you know masala chai? The tea with spices? Yes. To order a masala chai then, please. I feel like we're missing something here. Tea. No, that's just gonna be a ginger tea. We can always trash drinks. No. Okay, let's try tea. Ginger and cinnamon? Or did we do that the last time? Was that what it was before? Okay. We figured it out. Believe this is the drink you're talking about? From the look of it, I think so. Let's give it a taste. This? Is it that bad? Oh no, it's really good. It just brought back some memories. I hope they're good ones. Well, they certainly are. They certainly are. Huh? Where were we? Main character. The character feels very... you? You bet. The reader knows me. They'll notice right away. Is that okay? Sure, why not? Sounds so narcissistic. Don't worry about it. They probably won't notice it unless they know me personally. Having the main character think like me makes it easier to write. Sorry. Did you say something? Yes? Sorry for interrupting. Are you a fiction writer? Yeah, I am. That sounds so cool. Yeah, well, I only write small-scale fiction. Short stories for the newspaper or non-fiction stories about people in this town. I'm just writing a novel right now. In fact, I was just reading the draft for it. Hey! Wow! How many books have you written? This would be my first book if I finished it. I always wanted to be a fiction writer, but conjuring words is hard. I'm a writer. Oh, damn it. It did that thing again where it didn't go instant and then it suddenly did. Even I can't use complex words like conjure like you just did. A lot of people have said my vocabulary is uncommon. What do you do? What's your name again? Pardon me, my name is Aqua. It would be. Come on. That's a little generic. Hi, Aqua. I'm Freya. And the barista here is Grospitz. Greetings, Ms. Aqua. Nice to meet you. So yeah, what do you do? I'm a researcher at the university. I also make games in my free time. So we have a nerdy fish girl. Okay. I'm vibing with it. Hey, that's even cooler than my job, you know. Thanks. Said you can't write, but research papers need a lot of writing skills, right? Indeed. But it's descriptive writing. Yeah, it's a very different type of writing. Kinds of fields are you researching, by the way? I focus on computer graphics. Involves a lot of calculations and boring stuff. Not something the media would cover, I guess. Wouldn't attract many readers. Oh my. I forgot you're a journalist. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Come on, you don't have to worry so much about everything. It's alright. Excuse me for interrupting. Yes? Said you're a researcher in computer graphics, right? That's right. Did you write a paper on the latest fluid rendering techniques for 3D environments? I believe one of the contributors is also named Aqua. Oh my, yes, that's me. Did you read it? I did. It was pretty important for the project we're working on. May I ask what kind of project that is? It's for a video game series called Full Metal Conflict. You kidding me? You work on FMC? Oops. I'm sorry, I got a bit too excited. Don't be. It's nice when you meet someone who likes the thing you worked on. Love that series so much. My name's Aqua. You already knew that. My name's Myrtle. What do you do on the project? I'm one of the technical artists. Ah, no wonder. Yeah, I don't want to intrude on your discussion any further. Could I ask for your business card or something? Me and some friends have something we want to discuss. Submitting queries through your department's contact form, but we haven't received any replies. Oh yes, that happens a lot. Form sends the queries to another department. Sometimes takes them a bit. Pardon us for that. Of course, should have expected that. I don't have my card with me right now, but we can swap email addresses if you want. Sure. It's my email. Got it. This Full Metal Conflict series you two are talking about, is it the same series that's getting a movie adaptation soon? Yeah, that one. To be honest, I hated the idea of turning the game into a movie. Nonetheless, Hollywood. They budget for the flashy visuals, but I doubt they'll do the series justice. Why? Because some games tell their stories in a unique way, and some stories can only be told through this medium. That. I've said this many, many times in terms of what makes video games art. And it's not the stories that they tell, it's how they tell them, because they can only be told in this particular medium. Like, you know, certain books, like Lord of the Rings is a very fantastic book. It's one of my favorites. It also works really well as a movie. But there's other things like Outer Wilds would not work as a book or movie because the thrill of that game is the gameplay aspect of it. It is a story that can only be told through the medium of gaming. FMC is no exception to that. Did you play video games? Well, not much. I usually play weird, obscure art games. Type of games you might see in an art gallery. That's weird. You're the first person to say I'm weird. It's not that. Usually people that play arty games are gamers that got bored of the current state of video games. That's true. I believe the art games cater to a whole different market compared to mainstream. Hence, a lot of the players are not gamers. They're more accessible to play, but harder to perceive. Understanding them requires a whole different level of many things. Sorry, I rambled a bit too long. At least that's what I think. Good point. Yeah, that's a really good perspective. I play those types of games thanks to people I hang out with. Yeah, you got that look of an artsy hipster, you know. Nailed it. So you understand my point about the adaptation, right? Kinda. Anyway, I need to go back. I'll email you first thing tomorrow about our question. Wait, what time is it? Oh my, I also need to go home. We can walk to the bus stop together if you want. If that doesn't bother you, Miss Myrtle. Just Myrtle's fine. Of course, doesn't bother me at all. Should we go now? Sure. Thanks so much, Grosspitz. And you too, Miss Freya. Good luck with the writing. Take care on your way, okay? Will do. See you around, folks. Please be careful on your way back. I like she actually has squishing noises because she's a fish person. That's brilliant. So, that was a nice talk. Give me proper feedback for the draft yet. I could see you were reading it on and off. It's kind of good. Seriously? That's it? I'm not an editor. Expect me to have a list of notes for you? Yes? Really? Mysterious, that much is true, but I've been a regular here for a while. Recognize the expressions you were making as you read it. You have a lot of comments, right? Admit it. Okay, you got me. This won't be short, and I really will be honest about it. Well, the night is young. Bring it on. Start at the beginning. Research found that most Fury sedative on the market are not safe. Profile, Morris Lester, from slum to glam. Pajama-clad 27-year-old actuary found decapitated on his own bed. That's intense. Still wearing pajamas at age 27? Nerd. Do you want to order anything else? I'm good for now. Order again once I finish reading this. Leave you with whatever that is. Oh man. Oh, Aqua, fancy seeing you again so soon. Hi, Freya. Hi, Grosspitz. Good evening, Ms. Aqua. How are you two doing? Same old. I'm good, how about you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? Oops. I asked that already. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Is Myrtle here? So far, it's only me and Grosspitz. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting her here tonight? Oh, it's not that. Just wondering whether she's coming here again tonight. You have her email, right? Yeah. Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? Always works for me whenever I want to talk to somebody. That wouldn't be nice. It's not important anyway. Just wanted to follow up on the questions our team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Anyway, I should order something. That's so cute. Take your time, Ms. Aqua. It's alright, I'll order now. A cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please. Tea, lemon, cinnamon. Isn't that the... What is that? What is that gonna make? A Russian tea. Not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right? You knew? I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. Yeah, Russia's really well known for its lemons. It's originally from a community cookbook or something. You're right. Wow, that's a highly specific fun fact to know. Guess I spent too much time browsing the internet. I had to stretch a little bit. My back was seizing up. I'm like hunched over in shrimp position right now. When did you arrive, Freya? I've been here since you left last night. Blub blub blub? Haha. Finish drinking first. I'm sorry. I said you haven't left? I was just joking. Oh, that would be crazy. Why? Oh no. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. You too. Please make sure you get enough rest. Of course I will, Miss Aqua. Thanks for the reminder. By the way, Aqua. Yes? Where'd you come from? Because, judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right? I'm not. I'm from the ocean. Wow, I'm... Damn, who would have guessed? They're fish persons? Just from the ocean. Shit. Whoa, you're full-fledged oceanic? Born and raised in the sea. Have glasses in the ocean? Yeah, I guess people throw away everything. Why'd you move here? Chasing the American dream, I guess. Moved with your family? No, I'm the only one who could move here. Oh. May I know why? It's not easy for our people, especially the females, to get higher education. I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving, you know. My parents pushed me to do it. How long have you been here? Almost 2 years. Do your parents visit often? They can't. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a US visa? I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, we're still in contact. We do video call at least once a week. Do you have siblings? Of course. We are sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population. Whoa, that's a lot. Do you have that many relatives? Of course not. I was just exaggerating, but if you count my grandparents' kids and grandkids, there are hundreds of us. Holy. What about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings? I have. Not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother, 4 years younger. He also lives in Seattle? No, he's living in San Francisco, near our parents' house. He's the good kid and I'm the rebel, working some high-end tech job till taking care of my dad on the weekends. That's nice of him. I know, right? It reminds me. Should my parents after finishing this draft. You should. Visit them while you can. I know. Anyway, I want to order something. You know, the usual. Bitter, just the way I love it. Who are you? Is he? What is he? Good evening. He's Wilfred Brimley. How can I help you, sir? Yes. I don't know what to order. Something to raise your spirits? Nothing you like on the menu? I can make you a custom drink. Actually, you familiar with STMJ? I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Tell me the ingredients, I'm sure I can recreate it. Stands for Susu Telur Madu Jahan. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Understood. Wait, do you have the eggs? I certainly have. They're not on the shelf, but I'll add egg once I mix the rest of the ingredients. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger? Should have put the ginger in after the milk. That would have just curdled the milk. Traveled to so many places in the States and none of them got it right. Excuse me, may I ask you girls something? Sure, ask away. What kind of things do you kids like doing nowadays? Excuse me? Aren't you college students? No, we're not. I see. Ah. Ask how old you are. You're being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair and keep your distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be creepy. Grasspits. Who's this pervy old man? Want to? No idea, it's his first time here. Want to be able to understand young people. Thank God you're here, Officer Georgie. What's up? This creepy old man trying to flirt with us. Where? Me and him? Yes, but not so loud. This man here is Rachel's dad, Freya. He asked me to meet me, so I told him to come here. Oh, so he's supposed to be a cat person? Okay. Oh. Now Rachel's dad was a pervy old man? No wonder she ran away from home. Everyone please meet Mr. Furlong, Rachel's dad. Mr. Furlong, please meet Freya and Grasspits. Please, call me Henry. I apologize for earlier. Wasn't trying anything funny, I'm sorry about that. Wait a minute. Your name's Henry Furlong? Yes. And you're Rachel Florencia's father? Yes. Furlong. Florencia. What do you have different last names? What are you trying to pull? Florencia was my late wife's maiden name. Oh, I'm sorry. Rachel chose it for her stage name. Freya? Okay, I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. Freya, I'll come with you. Anyway, what was it you wanted to talk to me about? It's about Rachel. That night when you drove her home, would she hang around shady people? Well, I think one of them was a bit shady. Hey, I heard that. What? Not a criminal. Just kidding. It's a coffee shop, talking with Freya and Grasspits here. She wasn't in any danger. You sure? What about before that? Whoa, calm down. Is everything alright? It's just that I feel that she's gotten more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore, even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into. Every time we talk, we end up fighting. I mean, most kids her age are not, pop idols. She might have some very different interests. I have 3 daughters. We fight all the time. One thing that I learned, give them time and space. Be there when they need you. Or you could just bribe them. One time I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rocco's and bought her favorite pie. Left the pizza on the table like a trap. And I waited for her to take the bait just like a stakeout. Once she took a bite of that delicious pepperoni, I casually grabbed a slice and sat with her. Pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking. What if what she loves doing is the problem? Rachel loves singing and performing. I'm proud of what she achieved with her career. She's really young, but the entertainment industry is in a kind place. Not the label, not the media, not the fans, and I don't trust her to manage her. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets harassed or forced to do drugs? Something happen? Nothing's happened yet. Just feel it in my guts. Is it possible you're just being paranoid? I don't know, maybe? Psst. Grasspits, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink. Take care on your way. Well, can't you just find another manager? Rachel's already 18, so legally she could sign contracts without parental approval. Been trying to tell her to quit. Every time I brought it up, we just ended up fighting. As a parent, there's nothing really more we can do, other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. With everything we taught them, hopefully they'll make the right choices. If she makes the wrong choice, do a background check on that manager. If that'll ease your mind, please do. Wow, background check on his flip phone. It's Morris Lester. Morris Lester. Oh, isn't he the guy in today's paper? Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit. He was gonna say that name sounded really familiar. Hold on, I gotta take this. Just got a call, I gotta go. Love to talk more about this with you. Let's meet again soon. You have my contact. Call me if you need my help. Wait. I forget, what was he in the paper for? Can we check it here? Oh, we haven't been reading all of these. Apparently there's a new one of these every day. Oh. Maybe we only learn drinks when we make them correctly. We got everything from her, huh? Who else? Myrtle? Learned a lot from Myrtle? Okay. Who's that? Oh, it's a cosplayer for one of the games she made. Okay. That's pretty cool. So she's just like a squid girl. Yeah, you didn't see that a lot. And we learned everything about her, like, immediately. Aww. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be alright. Used to manage a girl band. I've seen bad things happen. Yeah, I was going against her joining that pop group at first, but my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it a chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. Her wanting to do more of her own stuff, I don't know what to do. What do you mean by her own stuff? Modeling and a solo career, it's a whole different world than the band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz. Things have changed, right? Even if it has, I don't think it's for the better. She survived being an idol. I've even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who could take care of herself, don't you think? She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are a lot of bad people out there. People that want to take advantage of her. Your father. I understand you might be worried. I think you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dreams. I just want what's best for her. Is that really what's best? I think she's born to soar. But she's just a girl. My little girl. Seriously? That's your argument? I didn't mean to sound that way. It doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dreams. This one's a stubborn young girl, too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle rebellious teens. Is it okay if I stay here a bit longer? Take all the time you need. Werewolf representative pushed the Ministry for more accessible sedative. Doctor from Zalek Town arrested for experimenting with child cloning. Military personnel stationed along East Coast prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. Sure that would be okay? Yes? I mean, it'd be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? Looks like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Grospitz was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I was planning to sit and relax. Please let my presence interrupt you. I need to interrupt Grospitz for a moment. Can I have a cup of... Remember my remedy? Give it a try again? Last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is a completely different ingredient from either of those. Remember, it has tea and ginger. Let's try mint. Is this it? Nope. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. What do you mean it doesn't? Far from it. It had tea, it had ginger. Please don't mind me and continue. Sorry, Mr. Gala, we're not done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. It's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He's learned how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. Might not look it, but he's a very kind person, you know. Doesn't show it, that's for sure. Applies to you as well. This guy. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hey. How you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Grosspitz was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine choose your own adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. Instead of telling you which page to turn to, each discussion you make will give you a score. Or each decision. What? Score will determine which page you should go to. It sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. My target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? The help of my publisher? This kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It's nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. That's even before considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? There's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I'm finished, okay? Alright. Grosspitz said that I won't have time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. What's the story about? You have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. You say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered. What do you want? Ginger latte. If you know how to make it. I don't think I do. Keep screwing up the drinks. Ginger latte. That could be anything. Tea. Milk. Ginger? It's not that. We made something else. Coffee, milk, and ginger? Milk, ginger, coffee. That's not it. Green tea, milk, and ginger. Milk, ginger, green tea. Damn it. What is a ginger latte? Maybe it's tea, ginger, and then milk? Ginger milk? No, that's... just try milk, ginger, and ginger. It's just ginger milk. Uh-oh. That was all of our chances. Ginger latte if you know how to make it. You're getting this. Whatever this ends up being, this is what you're getting. There you go. You sure? Yo, let me... Just want to hang around here. Any drink will do. Yeah, milk with some ginger. That's a good one. That won't be curdled and absolutely disgusting. How you doing? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? So you're dropping the project? I feel like we missed something. Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I finished the job. Spent the past few days making sure. It's done even before the deadline. She like it? She loved it. She had some complaints, but I convinced her. Using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her. The finest bullshit, my lady. It's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Working on anything right now? No. Taking a break. Need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua. Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How'd you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind, it's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was playing a bit of a player back in college. Ooh. I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay? Let's call him Cognac. Cognac had a girlfriend. And that girl has a friend. Friend is the one I'm after. Okay. Got it. She's one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? Oh. Yeah, I don't want to go into details. This succubus was super hot. All the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player, too. Didn't sound like Lua at all, because it wasn't Lua. Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly, it's getting spicier. The other girl's name was, let's just call her Rose. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. It's a fake name you made up, right? Yes? You let me continue without interruptions. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. Annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I've been out and I get back just as Lua arrived. Total coincidence. Went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother moly! Saw the look on Lua's face, the disbelief, the anger, the sadness. Without even thinking about it, I punched him in the face. You what? Got into a fight with Cognac. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He was pretty good. I don't believe this story at all. Yeah, I landed that one punch and he beat me to a pulp. Okay, maybe. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Like she begged Cognac. I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up. I was beaten pretty bad, so she took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I don't remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah, she came by a few days ago. How's she doing? Hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. A model? I think she was in that type of girl. Let's go with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us the reason behind the fight, about your family. This guy Hyde joined the discussion. What do you say? Didn't understand why she would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, you're willing to leave your own family. Why would you do that for her? Yes, I would. Sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family, or should I say most elven families. They think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there's certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people, you must dress a certain way, you can only have certain jobs that are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO, you know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem sustainable or suitable, unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you choose an art degree? Want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? Blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled at her kind is ruining the country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing my family. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lua's the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why she's so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family. I'd happily leave them for both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? May be happy to leave your family, however it might not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Couldn't help overhearing your story. Assume the person you're talking about is not an elf. Yeah, she's a succubus. See. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the werewolf pack is the most important thing. Put our family before any other. We often have our own problems in the pack. We don't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make her parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? Never thought of it that way. Whether you like it or not, your actions have an impact on her as well. If you leave your family for her, that puts her in a difficult spot. She may feel responsible. There's nothing to feel bad about. Leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. Easy for you to say that now. You know what the future holds. One day circumstances may change. One day one of you might regret your decisions. One day you might use the "I left my family for you" card. Love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be, you know? Love's like a flame. Might burn fiercely at first. Over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy, it'll be hard work, because life is full of storms. Marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. Have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf, why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Mortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. See people go bankrupt because they fall ill or get seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge 20 grand for it. If you decide to have kids, they won't have the same privileges you do. It's high probability they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There's consequences. Shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I gotta go. Apologize for my intrusion. Thanks for your insight. I've gotta go now, too. Wanna head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Grospitz and Freya. You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. You gonna write about that? It's a secret. Your book is based on this coffee shop. How can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? Not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Gingerbread coffee, that sounds pretty good. Drink. World Health Organization vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. I'm just gonna call it furry. It's furry. Good. I don't know what that says about me. Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might only be a few decades away. He never really changed. It was surprisingly nice catching up with a few people from back then. Thanks for forcing me to do it. Hey, Grospitz, I'd like to order again. The usual. Try adding milk to the ingredient you already have. What, just tea, milk, and ginger? Let's try this. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? Sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh, didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. We haven't seen any dwarves yet. This game sucks. Those 2 bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Vampire's supposed to be, tough? It's because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. Told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, you were not? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. Because that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. Stuck with him until the morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. They might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. You ever heard what they were talking about before the fight started? I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. This next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused the night before? Hey, took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. Have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It's the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah. So how'd you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital? It's working with me, I noticed. Hyde. Prefer it if we skip that part. Sorry, I don't want to go into any details. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you about the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose, helping other people like me. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor, so I chose hospital admin. You could say I owe this guy my life, thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story. I didn't expect such a tale. Anyway, Grosspitz, I'd like to order something. Make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time. I feel like it needs to be equal levels. Green tea with milk and lemon will make it both warm and cool. 3 of each. Milk, lemon, green tea. We're not even going to bother with latte art, because you're probably going to hate this. It doesn't taste anything like what I ordered. Fuck you. That's exactly what you ordered. It has tea, it's cool, and... You haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? It's just surprised you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. So tired, Freya. Hard day? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses, right? Showed Grosspitz my draft and I actually got some good feedback. Glad I could help. Spent the whole day rewriting stuff. Also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. Please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away with work when you're on a roll. Will do. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? It's not even a word. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do. It's pretty boring to talk about. Mostly I handle the operational stuff happening. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. So deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives? You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why it's suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Why do people rarely talk about your job? Guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity. Exactly, it's an interesting job, but nobody talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me, we rarely talk about work outside the hospital. For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives anyway. Such professionalism. Just keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of the lady here. You. Needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Been doing this job for a while, yeah? Almost 50 years. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years? Holy, ask for a promotion. Keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, if I told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. The salaries must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. What I get at the moment is more than enough for me. I still get raises while I'm doing this job. Really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It's nice catching up. Gonna stay? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibe. See you in a few weeks, I guess. See you around, Grosspitz, and you, Freya. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. Just talking about that before you arrived. Man, I missed an interesting stories. How'd you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell it? Oh, come on, you're not going anywhere. Been this place back when it was a bar. Whoa, I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build, but why do you make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? He's not comfortable talking about it. But you know why, right? Trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously, he doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. See why Gala doesn't want to talk about it? I don't get it. but it must have been difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. He only did work that relied on his muscle. Wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. It's the only thing he could do. See, it's the only thing he thought he could do. You hired him for his muscle. I didn't know about all that. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. We weren't that close yet. There's no personal feelings. I needed his strength. Then when I got to be interested in him... Interested? I think he's a cool person, that's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. Suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, but she refused. Kind of pushed him to do it. It's complicated. Eventually, he did get help. Of course, I've had no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose. He quit working for me. Not long after that, he started working at the hospital. He's been This guy. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. Nice to see you again. We're also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name last time. Do you have a name? Name. We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we rarely need trivial things like names. What we have learned here, it seems the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Believe we did not meet the last time. Saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop. So, hello, my name's Freya. Could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you planning to do here? Do all your kind dress like that? Oh, this. We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. I believe the image is, Oop, wait. Where is it? It's this. This is the image. Ah, the Aaron E. Gendrew album cover. Now, why do you look familiar? That's what we are doing. It's a perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. Before that, please let us order something. What do you want to drink? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference. What if I can brew a drink that'll make you feel something? Doubt you'll be able to do that. Please surprise us. Chocolate. Lemon and ginger. Have at it, dude. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Whoa, boy. What an interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes. Normally, yes, but you can't be sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us. We are travelers. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. We really are here to find a date. All the way from the galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. We are glad if we can make you laugh. Well, the pleasure is mine. May I ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, that is classified. How would that work if because they're on Earth and there's a bunch of other species here. Is he trying to get one of everything? Or is he looking for humans or what? I guess he's trying to meet an orc earlier, so maybe it just doesn't matter. Just anybody from Earth. Cannot say it is going well. How quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? Oh, I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. Wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Maybe go further? If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really. To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, this means you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories. Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner, in exchange for stories, but I only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively their entire lives. Yeah, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now you mention it. We don't have control, and those in charge also don't have control. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. Even though there's rules about having kids, they can be strictly enforced. A lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that is what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. It's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much. We have another question for Ms. Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? Start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So Ms. Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now? The path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit to someone. Wow, the breeding process on Earth surely is extremely complicated. It could be easy if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker. Someone good at communicating with others. That'd be really challenging for us. After all that, making kids is still a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms. It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process. So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink? Condom might be something you can't use at all. It's true. How do you do it? We're flexible. We cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, especially the mental part. Did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. Mental capacity for Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth. We did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you for the information you have given us. It means a lot. We have to report our findings. How will you proceed with your mission with this new information? We're not sure. It's discussed after all. It's nice talking with you. Take care. That was something. Indeed. So the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, their date never came. They mistook Ms. Myrtle for their date. The developer orc. Wow, I dread to think how that went. It's pretty awkward. Can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? Me and Ms. Lua. Yeah, her. Showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really do have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, as it really piques his interest or annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off. Leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. Be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thanks for letting me stay without ordering. Didn't even notice. You really do care about, or you really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she does attract people here. It's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, you want to share a cab? Thanks, I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care. Protests arrive over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. They're going for the infamous picture of the cop pepper spraying the kids at, what was it? California? University of California, I think? Dwarven-made cars face a challenge against an unexpected competitor. Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Probably a good thing. Welcome. Oh my god. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for start. How can I help you? I've heard reports of alien sightings in the area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. What should I be looking for? What's this alien look like? I'm not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it wears a spacesuit or something similar. That's, a pretty eye-catching outfit. I think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention? That's a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They're superior creatures, after all. Thanks for your help. See anything suspicious, please contact us. You want a drink or anything? We're good. Good on us for not ratting out Neil. Even if he's kind of a creep. Whew. Need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Good evening, Grosspits. Yo. Hello, Ms. Aqua and Ms. Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order? Do you want to order first? No, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with lots of mint? Alright, that'll probably suck, but, you know. Yeah, whatever. There's that. Oh, looks really fresh. It's called Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Marrakesh in Morocco? I heard people there really love tea. Let's give it a try. Oh my. It's warm and very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. I feel like mint would be overpowering in green tea. What about you, Ms. Myrtle? Do you want to order anything? Have the thé terek. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is at all. What is that? Oh god. That seems like it's a tea thing. Can I cheat and Google this? Let's Google this real quick. What is it? Okay, what's in it though? It just says tea. Okay, so it's supposed to throw you off. She's considering the second result was how to make it in the game. Apparently, this is one of those ones that it's just supposed to. She purposely doesn't tell you anything. Huh. No. It's better than I thought it would be. Its taste is really authentic. Just like the thé terek you can get in Southeast Asia. I don't know what voice to give her. Where'd you learn to make it? Google. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yeah, and from videos on the internet. And from search engine optimized results in Google. How are things going in the office? As usual, tiring. Thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. Glad it could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. Thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime. Make sure the game will be available for the holidays. Oh. I don't want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it will be easy for you and the team. As if those executives care. Overtime's not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest, we all know. That optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay in the office anyway. Because you can go home earlier than others, you'll feel bad for them. Feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you. At least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice on that, for guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. You know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood. Don't worry about it, Aqua. We're not that bad off, you know? At least the company gives us decent compensation, healthcare, bonuses, and so on. We're really used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development's going to be much easier. How's your game going, by the way? Oh my god, I can't read. Actually, I have some good news. The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. Is PAX still a thing? I feel like I don't hear about it anymore. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? Haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Confirm it fast. Will they give your spot to another indie? I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. The event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's golden tickets. I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to ensure the rest of the game's quality, if I'm not mistaken. Judges are usually prolific people in the industry. Also senior journalists. I know. Told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max. Expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games? Every game has its own market, you know, and you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things, or about me? It's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People way nicer. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That one's a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight? Showing my baby to the public? I just can't imagine the horror. Oh, I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna be adorable. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule's pretty empty around then. Things stay this way until Max? I'll come with you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax. Nah, it's no bother. Going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. About your company's booth. Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can ask my lead to skip this year. Coming with you, whether you like it or not. Okay. Aw, they're such a cute little couple. I like them. What are you going to show the game on? I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? I'm planning to showcase the full version, right? Don't. I can give you guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay? Got it. Now let's see. Alright, what do we got here? We haven't seen her in a while. Hello, Ms. Rachel. Hi, Grosspitz. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. Just been practicing all day. I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. Gonna perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say those announced this later. Backups. Aww. Still the biggest festival in the country. Yeah, and I'm excited for it. You should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Will that make it? Milk honey chocolate. Nah. Let's just do double chocolate and honey. It'll make it really sweet. Or maybe double honey? Close enough. How is it? Not bad. It's not special, but it's enough. Please don't hesitate to call on me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you want to have people lining up to play your game. You don't want to make them wait too long. It makes sense. If you don't want to put a long time limit on it, try ending the demo on a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? Dad, what are you doing here? Ooh. After what you did at the studio this evening? I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere, so I thought you'd be here. Now you're causing another ruckus. Sorry, Grosspits, we didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Anyway, I better order something. Cup of Spanish Sahara. Hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Okay. I feel like this is a game I'm going to have to replay because I wonder if there's not dialogue choices, but I have to wonder if maybe some of the story bits is hidden behind whether or not you're brewing the correct thing. My, this is amazing. Dad, please just go home after you finish your drink. Until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. No, Morris, he is not a good person. Industry has changed, Dad. It's not like it was 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars to become superstars. Still have my informants. He hasn't changed much. Even if he has, it wasn't for the better. Just being paranoid. First you're afraid of how my fans would treat me, and now you're afraid of the industry. What's next? Lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? Just too young to understand. Then make me, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Did you learn anything from Mom? Together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, sorry. Trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. No. Give me a chance, you know what? Take time for me to learn, but I am learning, or, you know. Could return to the industry, could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. Told you I have informants there. Not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but It doesn't work that way, Dad. You should know that. Going from a girl band to solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Sir Lester's at the height of his career. He's my best chance. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my choice. Please go home. Relax. Don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. Need to practice. It's only a few days away. It's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. Staying at the hotel the label provided, but that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we're minding our own business anyway. What, you didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. Chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? It's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention completely, especially when there's an argument? So you weren't listening to my advice and you're focused on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't realize. You are capable of focusing. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thanks for the drinks. Please take care. So that's all for... Oh, you're back. You alright? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. Sorry to hear that, but I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Rachel thought your arguments with Miss Rachel. Something kept bugging me. Why'd you leave the music industry? That's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me all of it. Left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It's a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. They were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. Decided to get married and settle down. Wanted a peaceful life. Didn't find peace managing girl bands? Gosh, no. Politics, the dark side, none of it good. What hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. Teen girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. The point they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Spending all their money trying to copy superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families, and the men. They were even worse. Sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright assault. It's before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed. It wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk about peace. Couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche and they love us. It's more than enough for my little family. Said you're still in touch with your friends in the industry? They visit my place. We all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. You gonna be alright? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. Stronger than most people think. See you later. Sorry for bringing our fight to your place. We're in October now, new month, it's spooky season. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Valencia confirmed to perform at Coachella. Neil Gaiman and Haruki Murakami to collaborate for a new IP. Yo, I would read that for sure. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. There's definitely something you can help. Can we work here? Excuse me? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? Learned something precious since we first arrived. Communication is important, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. Blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication. Yes, but I can see that your communication skills improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true. It is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we've learned them here. It made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning to communicate with Earthlings. Sounds like a good strategy. That's why we asked you to allow us to work here, because you want to interact with customers. That is correct. Not sure about this. Neil, if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through a certain process before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh. You think this over if you don't mind. I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. Sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. Because we're leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. With one condition, you won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you'll give the cup to the customer. Understood. Other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. Might come for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. Always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether other people want to be left alone or not? It won't be easy. You'll be able to judge based on their body language. Nonverbal. Yes. It'll be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry, I'll give you a sign when you should start talking or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. It's basically all you need to do. Do we need a special outfit? Not really. I'll lend you an apron, though. Help keep your suit clean. Differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it'll help you make you look more legit. It's a very Earthling thing to do. Alright, you ready? We are. Welcome. Holy wow, what the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Grospitz, what's going on here? Neil's working here tonight. Thought I was the only one who had brought bad news. Never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil's just helping out. Never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we're actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? Learned some things since we arrived. We came to a conclusion. Before we start another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. Thought this place was the best to learn. Can you agree to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. It's in it for you, then. What? You're helping them here. What do you get? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please don't hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. You can write an article about your work here. Freya. You still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh, is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah, how'd she find out? Remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up in the elevator? Yeah. Same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. Chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance. She didn't like it. What are you gonna do? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening. We feel immense sadness and frustration. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. It's probably the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So what do you want to drink? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. Trust you with the decision. I feel like this is a trick. She always wants espresso, but... Sorry, espresso. Without the X. Ooh. Just give her milk. What other goofy drinks do we have? Not a whole lot. We're just gonna give her espresso. Espresso, sorry. See how she takes to it. The hand changed. Here's your drink, specially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thanks so much for this. I always wondered why your place only serves hot drinks, but today, I might have an idea why. Far along are you? You can prepare the draft in a few days, I think, now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. Managed to infuse some coffee and creativity in my blood? Even without the caffeine. Excuse me, Miss Freya. Learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races. I do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil? Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself. Oh, we're glad to hear that. It's a figure of speech, Neil. We have heard that term. It's still very hard to understand your language. It's always going to be hard. Languages keep changing. Understood. Yes, we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number, but full-time? I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. For this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is pleasant to hear. How many words do you need to write? It should be around 15,000. It's pretty big for a pitch. Well, it's Graw Media, biggest publisher around. We count based on the number of words. Seems like you'll be able to achieve your targets easily. I wish. Writing isn't about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. We only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, so we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That's pretty hard to understand. I was going to make a comment there, and I stopped myself. It wasn't disparaging of poets or short stories. It's going to be disparaging of George R. R. Martin. But anyway, we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from language to arts. Right again. It's not wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. Doesn't sound like you at all, Neil. Guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Ms. Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still responsible. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Is that a thing? Is that a thing we know to make? Just do double coffee with ginger and see what that is. Ah, of course, Shahi Tabruk. Not bad, thanks. You're welcome. Oh wait, we got some other stuff here. Look at. Learn more about Gala and Myrtle. Know a lot about Neil. Oh, we know nothing about Neil. Never mind. Okay. I thought it was maxed out, but he just didn't have anything written there. Never mind. Wait. Ginger presides only a coffee ground at the bottom of the cup, originally from Indonesia. I want to see an actual barista play this game. Psst, Neil, some people come to coffee shops just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here just to sit without being disturbed. Just training Neil how to talk with customers. I can see that. Still trying to get laid? Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. My suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop asking and using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. Small step for you, one giant leap for your kind. It was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you're not here for usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. It's the occasion. No special occasion, it's just... I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What's happening here? I already told the barista to call the cops when... Wait. I already told the baristas to call the cops when... I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. Where's Grosspitz? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. You're safe. Guess everything's fine. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. They couldn't animate a cup of water. It just looks like the coffee. Sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me. What are you doing here? Starting to think we might need to make a recording for the answer. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem. It is time for a break anyway. Knows about that. It's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Grosspitz. It's nothing, really. You really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. We do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about our business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. We cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. Did you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. Also knows that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. This is what we will study. After that, we'll be ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell. Sounds like the best plan you've had since you've got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves, but please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing here? Nothing. We're just friends, you know? Just want to hang out and talk about our work. Both work in the same field, remember? Yeah, that's it. Aw. You don't have much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yeah, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But, wait. I'm gonna thank her directly. Does that mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. Should be your, not your. This guy. Oh, you are correcting my grammar now, huh? Slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hey, yeah, how'd you even pick up on that? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Was that a fourth wall break? I guess so. So you're done with your game. It's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? Depends on the game, but in Aqua's case, word of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI and UX. Huh. Must be fun to have it finished working on your creation. Shall you remove some of the weight on my chest? Just to replace it with another weight? I mean, there's still more to do? I'm not even done with my book. I just lost my job. I can't finish this draft on time. I'm done. Even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. Read some of your short stories, you know, after our first meeting. I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others. Wait, that just occurred to me. Is this... Oh. These are all written by Freya. Maybe these are important and we should have been reading them. Okay. Alright, so we'll go through. This one's about the road trip. This one's about driving and death. Oh. I get it. These little short stories about the people that we're meeting. So this is just kind of starting out, like introductions. This is when we met Hyde, I think. Or no, this is when we met Georgie. This would be when we met Rachel. I guess this would be the first time Neil was here? Cyberpunk Love Hotel. The Anxious Boy and His Love Stories on public transit. I realize this is really annoying and not good content. I'm just skimming and speed reading. Stray Boy and a Lonely Cat. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, these are kind of like side story things to what's actually happening. That's clever. All right. Some of them are better than others. It's still an enjoyable experience to read them. I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through, it's more or less the same what Myrtle's been going through. I'm sure you'll both be fine. We don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Here's help me share with other people. Really, I'm sorry. I know I said thanks already, right? Put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. Sorry if it sounded that way, but yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with, although it's a bit different for me. It's your problem. Burnout. Working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. Those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years, yeah? I don't really work on them, not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project? I tell you under friend DA, you know? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. Part of a special team, tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We'd be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That Doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. Teams are making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. So far, none of the prototypes have been approved. There's only 7 of us on the team. 7 samurai, that's what they said. Has it released anything for 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. One of you folks were considered the 7 samurai. Guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yeah, that's why. You need a vacation. You can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. Take tomorrow off, the day after, and another day after. Where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. Can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? Still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. Come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Everyone see you next week. Have fun. Take care out there. May you find your joy during your vacation. See you folks later. I was gonna say, aren't you supposed to be leaving together? Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. Not now. I've got to finish this draft. As we've said before, you can do it. Anyway, you gonna close anytime soon? Depends. Why? In the mood for some writing. Please, take your time. Another drink? Still on the house. Evening Whispers. Sometimes it has 1 S and sometimes it has 2. Is with the people for stricter gun laws. New healthier fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game raising hell blamed for violence in school. Welcome. This guy. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. Evening. He's actually a nice guy. It's just the way he looks at you is so douchey. You are. That's new. It's because he's an elf. Freya's not here? Said she's coming later. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writers. Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited this place, just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? Wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for years now. She has this habit, you know. She said they're friends. It means they're just hanging out normally. She said they were writer friends? Probably talking about work. They're giving each other feedback on their latest drafts or sharing and validating ideas. They even use code word for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize what she says. She just picked up on it. It's even more interesting. You're always so observant. It's part of the job. Why's that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others. Their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things. Whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. Applies to what they're ordering as well, because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. But if you try sometimes, you just might find, get what you need. So what are you reading for me now? I won't say. That'll break the charm. What the hell was that? Guess I could say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now. Now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I'm always thrown off because he's like, okay, hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. And then he's going to come back and be like, hey, dude, I wanted hot chocolate with cinnamon and ginger. Because apparently this order really matters. I hope this is it. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink? Only for special people and special drinks. Yo, we're in. Say, Grosspitz, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything? How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Gonna go with the Master Shake special of I'm f. It's like one answer I can give. What should I ask next? Whoa! Hello, everyone. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Fortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. What happened? Better be asking what didn't happen, because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. Missed my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Bayless. Won't be able to keep you company. I have to finish this thing, and for that, I need a whole lot of espresso. Really should just rest. Get something to help you with sleep. I feel like I have a choice here where I can give her espresso or something to help her sleep, something relaxing. Galahad might work. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna... That's not what I... That wasn't even what I wanted to order there. Okay, we'll just... Screw it. That's for sure not even what I made. Fine. I don't want to do this. You really need to have a rest. Just give me the damned espresso. It's keep me from falling asleep. What's the meeting? It's pretty good. I got a lot of good advice that also means things. Not a small number of them, mind you, need to be rewritten. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting's part of the process. It's just... I'm going to my usual corner. Thanks for your coffee. I might make it through the night. She looks horrible. Don't worry about her. She'll finish it. Isn't this the first time she's acted like this? Nah. This time the stakes are pretty high. So, brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight. This place just came to mind out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. Guess you should. Awkward. Not sure whether I should thank it or not, though. Hi, Lua. Hi, Bayless. How... Just gonna ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course, of course. Hi, Grosspitz. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. The hell is that? Coffee, milk, and... Wait, gingerbread would be... Probably cinnamon and ginger, right? Or maybe ginger and then cinnamon? coffee. There we go. Grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. Reminds me of when I was growing up with my family. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? Not taking any new jobs at the moment because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? It's a very Lua thing to ask, but yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. Went well in the end? It kinda did. They paid me on time at least, and the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know, but my problems are settled, I guess. What are those problems? And what problems are those? Tell you this. Don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Grospitz, who's standing in front of us? Not even Grospitz. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. Been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? Had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Why's that? I assume both of us were just tired? Now that we were fighting against centuries of tradition, we haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Not even sure about that. Pride, maybe? Or tiredness? Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway? Baileys, I have a question. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure, thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her personal life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. Not as professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to have life as usual. I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. It sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. Must be a pretty cool guy. He is. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew? Girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. How does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? Said a lot of things I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. I fucking called it. It's a bit like you know. Attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attracts, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. Listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire and I met a werewolf. What are the odds? What are the odds indeed? What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest, but he made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys. I know I've been stubborn about you wanting to make peace with my family. I know it's very important for you. Freya said something that kind of hit hard. What was it? It's just an excuse. I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family, when I actually want to do that anyway, for myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families, which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? Lua? Yes, Baileys? Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do after all. But you'll lose your immortality. I like that her horns are glowing. She's getting pissed. Be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great. You'll live a long time. Won't have the perfect health and perfect life that's the elven privilege. It's not a perfect life without you. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lou, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would have never blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. That won't happen with us, you know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. Made me a better person. So you need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life, because without you, it won't be a life worth living. I believe in you. Now I'm blind. Okay, that's good. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. Seems so. So what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Going on a date? Going to my parents' place. I want you to come with me. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no, it's just... I'm prepared to meet them. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well... Have they never forbade you from dating other races? They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow. We can think about it. And anything else? Later. With you on that. Does this mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure I can trust you. Thank you. Still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. Staying with me tonight, huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Wait, are you... Are you Aqua's roommate? Are you kidding me? Thanks so much for keeping up with us this past week. That would be really funny if this is actually just... They really did do the soap opera thing where these people are actually all super seriously linked together and they just don't know it. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons I'm writing the story. So I have to see their struggle through to the end. It's important for the writing, you know. It's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. Better than before, though, for now. Can't tell you how I feel until it's done, and I don't... I think we're about to meet a werewolf. Am I supposed to do something here? Frey, get over here. This wolf, is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. You crazy? Can't treat a werewolf in fury like a normal customer? Must have his reasons for coming here. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? So we have to make him... What was it? I think it was the gala head. Tea, milk, and ginger. Let's try it. What the hell? Is that really him? We're seeing the reaction of the drink, 100%. Whoever he is. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. I think I need to close up early. I don't want to cause any more ruckus. You clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. Can you get back by yourself, all right? I'll manage. Take care. Weirdstein Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Coachella 2020 do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with Fire regarding immigration. Welcome. Oh. Good evening, Freya. Oh. Hi. I still sleep like a normal person, you know. I slept for 6 hours last night. No, I've slept 6 hours this week. That's not healthy. I can rest when it's done. Shut up. Now, as in right now, what's my plan? I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. For that, I'll continue writing. Freya, oh well. You know where the bathroom is. Okay, now I need something to drink. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. So weird coming from the coffee shop owner. Been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of this place, just right here. I can't do that. I don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How could you be so sure? Shake this tap water and go do your work, okay? Or just give her a free drink. What? I feel like we can be the better person there. Oh. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya, Grospitz, I'm truly sorry for what happened yesterday. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? The coffee shop's fine. Don't think too much about it, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Should you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? What do you want to drink, Freya? No, it's alright, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. Please accept it. At least it'll help me stop feeling so guilty, at least a little. Right, alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less kick. You know how to make a sugar and spice? Yeah? A cup of sugar and spice, please. Is it... Oh, do you know how to make that thing? Because it's not in your list of things? I'm pretty sure it's this, though. Sugar and spice for the lady with the vices. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Sure there's nothing I can do for you? Don't have to do anything, Gala, it's fine. To be honest, I'm curious, what happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you should try to stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? Usually do. There was an emergency at the hospital. What kind? Hospital was really packed yesterday after that announcement. One saying the replacement government issued Fury said it'll be available soon. Realizing that news was on the day of the full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came talking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. The announcement said it wasn't ready, it's just coming soon. I think people will read the whole article? I saw the headline or glanced at it in the news stall and they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them though. Finding out his only publicly available sedative is dangerous. It's difficult for some people. End up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves, even to put on some rough werewolves in the isolation rooms. Oh, rogue werewolves. It's that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point it ran out of rooms. That's why at the end of my shift I left immediately. Well, I'd ask a friend to lock me in one of our isolation rooms, of course, but I couldn't, so I rushed back to my apartment. It's too late. Thankfully I was in this area, but I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gala, excuse me for asking. You didn't hurt anyone on the way here, did you? As far as I remember, no. I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident considering what happened yesterday. I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anybody, as long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. Despite all of that, I'm still glad no one got hurt. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, is there anything I can do to pay? If there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate me to ask. Meantime, can I order a drink? Same as yesterday. We have to look again, because I forgot again already. It is... tea, milk, and ginger. Oh, Galahad, not Galahad. Whatever, doesn't matter. Ooh. Get some other stuff here. Okay, so he likes metal. That's good. Alright, so we've learned a lot about most people. We didn't learn everything about Hyde, though, I guess. And he's already gone, so I guess we did miss things by not making the perfect drinks for some people. Unless he comes back. Drink saved me. Once again, thank you. By the way, Gala, you can be 100% sure this drink is your natural sedative. Why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you? That's the plan. Let's be warm, though. Use a vacuum flask, I suppose. Give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'll stay at my place for the next one. I'm not taking any risks, for I can make sure how effective that remedy is. What the? Rachel? What's going on? What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking, coming backstage at Coachella? Just get into an argument with my manager. Before we continue, Grosspitz, a cafe latte, please. I don't think anybody's ordered that. That's like one of the most basic things in the menu, to the point I forgot what it is. Latte art. Can we do cat? See, it doesn't come out quite right the way that I want this to. Trying to make whiskers, and it's really not working. Close enough. That's a cat. That's you. I like the little bell on her tail. That's cute. How do you manage to get backstage? Told security he was my father. He messaged me about coming beforehand, said he was going to wish me luck. So I told them to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first, and then the manager came, and... I don't know why he hates me so much. It's showbiz. I'm not sure enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? So Lester told security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. The concert go well, at least? Oh, yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually no one pays attention to whoever's on first, but there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore? Not really. I did my stage time, and there was this press conference after my show. After-show press conference? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. Almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini-conference. Good for you. Totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I'd say it's because of you. Your manager's probably worked some of his influence, too. So why are you here? Because of Dad. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. Stop messing with my manager so much, because this evening is the only time we can meet. Can't go to the party Mr. Lester's hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and the artists he manages at a club in Belltown. It's okay to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Mr. Lester's my manager, and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name. I don't think he should do that with you. Why? No, you're not, Rachel. You ever been to one of Mr. Lester's parties? Well, no. Have you? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out, especially if you keep Lester as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party? That might be a bit too far. Aww. Meow. What the hell? Oh no, Dad! What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Yes, Dad? What happened? Grosspitz, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Meow. Cats shouldn't drink milk. Just spilled it all over the counter. You ass. Someone call me an ambulance, please? They're on the way. Contacted the hospital. Thank you. So I contacted our necomeme expert personally. She's off shift right now. She's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what would have happened without your help. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. Oh boy, that was really something, huh? 2 days in a row, an emergency at your place? Some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. It's not every day to look at things from the bright side. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kind of understand them. Hope Hendry's all right. He's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? It's pretty hectic. I need to continue writing. Take your time and place, then. Believe this is the final day. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite arrests, Coachella will go on. Police raid on private Coachella after-parties. Biggest drug and sex-related bust of the year. I wonder if that was, perhaps related to something else. Maybe a certain cat girl that was in here earlier. And could stand to have some good advice. Hey, Pop.
Good evening, everyone. Everyone safe and sound tonight?
So far, so good, Officer. Ossifer. The cop who's supposed to be watching this area hang out in a coffee shop? I'm not so sure about that.
Hey, I'm working right now. Just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill.
Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. It's an oxymoron.
That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Grosspitz, we're needing an espresso to keep me awake right now.
Sorry, espresso. Italians everywhere are mad at me.
You can direct your complaints to the country north of you.
The little one. Energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol.
You and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition. It is for her. Thought she could make a better one? Stop coming to this place so often. It's not happening anytime soon.
Anything special today?
Surprisingly, no. Just gotta make this place sure this place is safe, though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. Here the last 2 days, right?
Yeah, I was. Some crazy things happen here. 2 days in a row, as if the gods weren't trying to give me first-hand experience to use in my story.
Still fretting over your story, huh?
Deadline for my draft is getting near.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, pretty confident. Best of luck, then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos?
The werewolf case? Spoke to Gala about it.
What? You gonna arrest him?
Some officers of the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. It's really helped a lot that night. His folks in the hospital and some other people in the area. Without him, we would have had a lot more problems. He helps a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anybody. So, those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Phew. pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? Not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems it happened out or near Coachella. It's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far. Wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. It's far, that's all I know. Rachel! Rachel? Is Mr. Henry alright? Before that, can I have a cup of hot chocolate, dark? Is that just double that? Or is it just all chocolate? Yeah. It's just straight chocolate. Dad's gonna be fine. He woke up this afternoon, thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things from getting worse. Soon okay then? It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. I love my family, cats, milk, and you. Aww. No permanent injuries we need to worry about. Still, it's all because of me, because I didn't listen to him, when all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. It's okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. I told Dad I'm going to come to Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel? What really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me. Some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course, so he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? Some people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene and they found eyewitnesses to testify, managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No, it's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. Oh boy. Reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them is because they are already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. How did it all connect up? Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a big pee party before the big one. You know about guys and locker room talk, right? That's what they were doing. And I was the topic. So, there's that. You were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. Most important thing right now is you're safe. Your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. He's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he was recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. Might be weird to hear it coming from something like Freya, or someone like Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. Whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax. Guys, thank you. I've had my fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital. Thanks for the update, Miss Rachel. Wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Graspitz. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Overall, things are still pretty safe. Even with that, never let your guard down, okay? Thanks for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. See you then. Gonna leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project never existed without this place, and you. So thank you. Pleasure was mine. I'm sure you wouldn't want to spend any more time on chit-chat. You got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Oh, I guess we do have one more day, maybe? Oh, so we do need to finish Hyde's arc. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was going to let us. Wow. Rachel really dodged a bullet there. Coachella Festival proves to be a major boost for Seattle tourism. More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. That's weird. Huh. Oh, their arc too. I guess we didn't get the achievement for that. Hello. Finally here. Hey all. Hey. Yo. Hi Freya. Huh, somebody's happy today. Of course. Did they? They approved it. So happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. See how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. I should have said that in a different voice. Everybody knows. Oh my god, oh my god. They react to the draft. To be honest, not even that excited about the story itself. Story with an unhappy ending, huh? That's what they said. At this point, I don't really care. As long as they publish it, I'm content with that. Anyway, what happens with the book now? I can take things a little slower. So they gave me a year to finish it, with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional, of course. They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop doing? It's been great. Had a lot of new customers lately, and some old-timers, of course. Heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea? Yeah. Brought us some gifts back. Didn't get any for me? Not sure, but he did say he always gives gifts directly. Given the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. Last time we saw you was before your mini-break. Yeah, we decided to go to Coachella. Wow. The event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours at the festival was enough for us. So where'd you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. You both look so cute. Yo, what? Aww. Okay, so Myrtle kept hers. But yeah, we have to finish Hyde's story. Hoping he'll come back. Oh man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No. That was at Max. They had a Japanese-style photo booth there, so I forced her to take a picture together. You were at Max too, Myrtle? Yeah. Helped her out a bit with the booth. Thank you. You wouldn't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? No, not me. They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Yeah, one's from Coachella? It's not even that far away. Why'd they send a postcard? Hard to tell. But the second one? It's from New York. What? What are they doing in New York? Beats me. Working on their mission, maybe. Yeah, probably. Stand more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Oh, come on. So soon? Here for hours before you arrived. We need to work together tomorrow. Take care anyway, then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks. See you, Grasspits. Who is at the far end of the bar? They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not as easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah, anyway. Oh, Bailey's. Sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you. No, don't be. Don't be sorry about that. No. He is a nice guy, and I liked their story. They made him look as pretentious as possible, which is the point, but still. I don't feel ignored at all. Oh my god. I don't feel ignored at all. Blah, 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 blah. By yourself tonight? No, wait for Lua. She has some work to do. It's late at night. Yeah. She's been doing overtime the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Wow, congrats. I thought Lua lived with her flatmate. Moving to a new place. She got promoted. Company's providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must be a big deal. She definitely earns more than me. It's not saying much, Baileys. You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Here she comes. Wish you wouldn't smoke in here.
Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought it would be done by.
Honey, it's alright. Freya and Grospitz have been keeping me company anyways. No, we haven't.
Oh, hey Freya. And Grospitz. Sorry for barging in without saying hi.
You just did.
How's it going?
I would say things are great, but not as great as you two lovebirds.
You told her already?
Only about the moving in part.
As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month.
Where is it?
Not far. I mean, the company provided the place. They want to cut my commuting costs as much as possible.
That's thoughtful.
Means I don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime.
Oh,
yeah, that too.
Also means we get to visit this place more often.
It's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot anyway.
Don't mention it.
Question for both of you. Go on.
Last time we met, believe you were going to introduce Baileys to your parents? How'd it go?
Man,
her father didn't kill me, at least.
At least Papa will let you eat lunch with us.
That's rare, you know. I know. And they didn't say no, which means a lot, I guess. It's a good start.
It's definitely a good start. Anyway, Baileys, we need to go now, or we'll miss the intro again.
Folks going somewhere?
Yeah, we're going to watch the midnight screening of Full Metal Conflict.
I didn't take you for someone who likes FMC, Lua.
I don't, but this guy loves it.
He always enjoyed watching me play the game.
I enjoyed watching you, not the game.
Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Baileys. She works on the game. Really? Well, I'll be visiting this place more often. Probably meet her again one of these days.
Probably will.
I'll go, lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie. Catch you later, Freya.
Bye, Grospitz.
There they go. I'm so happy for them. Still got a long way to go, and probably a lot of obstacles in the way.
They're moving forward.
How will you write their story?
As it is. It's beautiful enough, and it has enough drama.
That's one way to put it.
Anyway.
What's that look for? You haven't told me about our other friends here. How are they doing? You only skipped coming for 10 days. What do you expect?
Come on, they played an important part of the writing process, remember?
Some updates about the regulars. Where should we start? Oh, please be a montage. Yeah! Lua visits this place more often now that they live nearby. Last time they came, they were talking about catering and venues. Aww. Hyde returned from his trip to Korea and brought some gifts. Some are more special than others. Said he'd consider moving back to Seattle if his agency allows it. Akko continues her work with the university. She's still getting small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil? The only news we got about them are 2 postcards they sent me. I thought it was just going to say Neil has herpes, based on the thing about Coachella. Rachel's back at the recording studio, praying for her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made the news as a legend coming back to the industry. Finally, Freya finished her book, got published, and have some signing sessions. Sadly, the book didn't sell well. She still visits regularly, now she's working as a freelance writer, not giving up on her dreams yet. So I guess we didn't get the good ending then. Because we didn't finish Hyde's story. Oh. Welcome. Hello, Grospitz. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? Sure, this is the first time here. Of course I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? It's been a while. You've changed a bit too much. Learned a lot about how to live with your people since then. I assume it was a success? Multiple successes. What's the new look then? Just trying to blend in. Seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it. Somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not long after your second visit. Is he a bald guy in a suit? Yeah. That fire agent. Seen him? Yes. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, Drop the act in front of me. So you finally noticed. To think such power can be born from our kind. Good with your act, though. Took a few tries. Some timelines where I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. Happened a few times. First, when Freya told me about her meeting in the elevator, then it was the first time Rachel visited this place. The last one involved you on your second visit. Another one right after when Freya got her draft approved. Assuming you know how I communicate with my kind. Very clever way to do that. So he told us where we screwed up, where we mixed the wrong drinks. And so... Wait. I'm curious here. Is it going to let us pick specific places now? See it. Okay. No, so it's... Oh, I thought they were going to let us do that. That's what it seemed like. So he was just telling us where we screwed up then. That's all that was. Oh, we did keep all of the drinks that we learned, though. Okay. That's interesting. This is pretty good, though. I can see why this is like critically acclaimed and everything. This game did win quite a few awards as an indie game and as a visual novel. Very good. Some good and interesting characters. I like the stories they had, the whole vibe of the game, the art style, all excellent. And I think it was very clever that they tied the choices aren't your actual dialogue choices, it's the drinks you make. I think that's a neat way to do a branching narrative in a visual novel. Very good, very well done. Definitely worth checking out. There's a sequel as well. This is on sale. I don't think the sequel is because it's very new, as are a whole bunch of other visual novels on Steam right now. So I certainly enjoyed this, and if you did too, maybe worth checking out, seeing some other playthroughs of it and how other people did. Maybe they're better baristas than me. But yeah, I certainly enjoyed this, although my throat probably didn't. And whether you were here live or you watched this VOD later on down the road, I hope you did too. And until next time, have a good one.